This is Patrick from Maxim Motors, and we're here in Newburgh, New York at Orange County Choppers. And we're going to meet Paul Teutul Sr., who is the guru, the expert, the god of constructing choppers. And he's also the star of the new CMT show, Orange County Choppers. So let's go in there and see what's going on. Paul, thank you so much for having us here.
Glad to have you.
I love this spot. So this place is like kind of incredible. You have like a showroom. You obviously have the the work area. You have a cafe. It's almost like a
bowling
museum.
alley. Don't forget the
bowling alley.
You didn't see the bowling alley?
I didn't see the bowling alley. All right, we have to go bowling later.
Yes, this is kind of like a destination. There's more people internationally come here than in the area. Yeah. Our show is playing in 162 countries. It's not only about the bikes, I think it's about the whole experience.
Now this whole area is incredible. I mean, just so many like instruments and things look like torture devices. And
yeah. I think that as far as the abilities that we have and the people that we have working, there's really nothing, absolutely nothing that we can't do.
I mean, you've done so many like crazy customized bikes. What are some that like stick out in your mind as the most insane or the most like, gee, I don't know if we could really pull that off?
Well, the thing of it is we always pull it off.
Yeah.
And it always starts
in like a tight time frame too, no
really
less.
Tight. I think this season with CMT has even been a tighter schedule. Right. We did a dragon bike that's totally insane. It just was a whole totally different animal, no pun intended.
What is the main difference between a motorcycle and a chopper?
A choppers is a motorcycle cut up. It's just basically back in the day, you did it yourself. The choppers that I build now still have that same error-correct look, but I build them so that they're comfortable and that you can really ride them.
I wanted to maybe talk about this beautiful chopper over here. What can you tell us about?
This is a bike that we built, which is a good price range. It's $34,000, which is really affordable. If you buy a Harley that's a Screaming Eagle Harley, it's $35,000.
Anyway.
So we use stock Harley components in there so you can take it to a Harley shop. And it's really an easy bike to ride. We probably only have maybe 1% comeback, which is probably better than Harley.
Now, I hear that you guys do lots of pranks. Is that usually spur of the moment to let off steam? Or is it like things that are like really well planned out?
No, most of the time it's sporadic, We like to blow up things or drive motorcycles through the doors, and people recognize us for doing stuff like that. I've drove a backhoe into my pond. I think it's definitely a stress release. It's kind of like giving my guys a vacation if we do stuff like that. I think it's good TV.
Cool, so is it okay if we look around a little bit? You show me some of the stuff that's going on here?
Sure.
All right, cool.
We have multiple lifts here, and some of these bikes are just repairs. We work on all bikes. We don't just work on choppers or Harleys. Our guys are trained to do any kind of bike that there is, even the older style bikes where you can't have that done in a lot of places. And this is all our machines that we use. We got it so everything's set up where you don't have to go real far from one machine to another. Where it really happens is right in here. And that's the area we generally film in. Not all the time, but 90% of the bike builds are done right there.
What about these giant fans? They look like they could chop someone's head off.
These are called big ass fans. It has a lot of RPMs, and what we do a lot of times, which is really not smart, is we throw stuff up into it, and you really don't know where it's going to come down.
Some nuts and bolts over here?
Nuts and bolts, yeah. We don't usually have to go to the hardware store.
It seems really clean to me. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time.
We mop the floors. We mop the floors.
Just for us?
No, not just you. I just want to show you the paint room real quick. Or we pretty much do everything in-house, so we don't have to depend on outside sources that let you down.
It really is a one-stop shop for everything.
Yeah. And
do you have a bed here?
No. This is where we do all our painting. We have a state-of-the-art paint booth here.
I like that smell.
Yeah. But what's good about it is that the painter doesn't really get the fumes of the paint. It gets sucked through the top and then circulated through a filter. That goes along with our quality, you know what I mean? Everything we do is quality.
It's such a combination of like art and science and discipline and passion.
Yeah, there's a lot of ingenuity into what we do. You can have all the machinery you want, but if you don't have the right people operating, it doesn't really do you any good, and we have the best of the best. We're going to go into the machine shop. This machine actually cuts with water, and what it'll do is, if you have a fender like this here, and we wanted to program it and took a picture of you, we could cut your face in that fender.
Really?
Yeah. It'll cut through 7-inch steel. Just a fine spray of water.
Do you think my face would make a good fender?
Absolutely. We start out with a block of aluminum. These are just like the shivs that come from it. We're making a headlight. This started out as a 200-pound block of aluminum, feel it. And this is honed out and shaped on one of these machines to a gas tank. A lot of people just don't have the capabilities of doing that. And we also do stuff that doesn't pertain to motorcycles. We do high-end yachts, stuff for airplanes, anything you could think of, we do. This is Jason Poole's office. He's the guy that designs all the bikes. Everything's done on that CAD program there. And this bike here is made out of all aluminum, rubber mounted. That's state of the art right there. When they come in here, Jason sits down with them. They tell him, give them ideas of what they want, and then he puts it into that form until it gets approved. Once we get it all together the way that they want it, they sign off it, we get it approved, and then we start fabrication. And a lot of these bikes here as a matter of fact, all of them are bikes that we had built over the years.
So don't forget to tune in to Orange County Choppers, 9 o'clock, Saturday, November 16th on CMT.